Thank you, dear brother. I'm Gregory Vaughn, former resident bishop of the Western Ohio Conference of the United Methodist Church, and I'm pleased to join my voice in welcoming you and thanking you for your presence here today for this public witness. Would you offer yourselves to God as we pray? Eternal and loving God, in whom we live and move and have our being, thou who art the author and the giver of life, we give you thanks for this day and for all days. We're grateful that we have presence of mind and sensitive spirits and depth of relationship, not only with those we know, but with those that we do not know, that we feel drawn into this circle and this witness, to bear witness to your love made known in many ways, in many languages, in many places, through many rituals. That is a living reminder to us that you are the author and the giver of life, and that you have invited us to be the bearers of that life in this world, and to stand against things that disrupt life and bring death in an untimely way. We thank you that we live in a nation and in a state and in a community where we can bear public witness to our values and convictions without real threat to our own personal well-being. And today, as we bear public witness to our opposition to capital punishment here in Ohio and anywhere, we ask that you would make us deeply sensitive, especially to those who have been the victims of crime and have suffered grievous losses. May we continually be participants in their healing and in giving them reason for hope in a future when they have lost so much. And as we stand against death, and in some ways in behalf of those who have been sentenced to death, because we believe always in the possibilities of redemption and of new life, because those are your ways, O God. So help us in all of our actions, in all of our dealings, in all of our words, in all of our relationships, to be those who extend your life-giving purposes in us, into our neighbor, and into the world. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Bishop Paul. Welcome. My name is Abraham Bonowitz with Ohioans to Stop Executions. Good morning.
Good morning.
Unfortunately, we've lost several of the people who are trying to be here today to that flu that's going around, so that includes our executive director. So I'm standing in for him today, and glad to be here, and we're hoping everybody is feeling better. Today, at this time, Ohio had been scheduled to execute Ronald Phillips as punishment for his murder of Sheila Marie Evans. We planned to be here at the State House to witness in opposition to that execution and then to meet with legislators. And instead, representing the millions of Ohioans who prefer alternatives to the death penalty, Ohioans to Stop Executions, its members, partners, and allies are relieved that there is no execution today. Today we're meeting with legislators to talk about why Ohio need not resume executions and how we can find common ground to move beyond executions. We need not execute dangerous offenders in order to be safe from them or hold them accountable. As the courts are still sorting out Ohio's execution protocol, I want to make it clear that Ohioans to Stop Executions does not take a position on how we kill our prisoners. Our concern is that we kill prisoners in light of the many problems that exist with the morality, the fairness, and the accuracy of Ohio's capital punishment system. For the past few years, Ohioans to Stop Executions and our allies have been talking about the 56 recommendations of the Supreme Court Joint Task Force on the Administration of Ohio's Death Penalty. We've been saying fix it or end it. Well, very little has been done to even consider most of the reform recommendations. It's pretty clear that few Ohio legislators want to concern themselves with this issue. We will keep pushing on the reforms, and we're going to talk about that this morning. But first, I want to emphatically state that our mission is to end executions in our state once and for all. That is our goal, and we will achieve it. As we work toward eventual abolition of the death penalty, we are taking the opportunity to advance the recommended reforms because we know this to be true. Working on the reforms exposes policymakers to specific and broader problems with the system. We are finding allies on some of the specific reforms, allies that support the death penalty but agree that there are areas of concern to be addressed. So today, we're glad to not have an execution protest. We've assembled leaders of some of our partners and allies to talk about why we oppose executions and what we hope to do about it in the new General Assembly. The way we're going to do this today is as follows. I'm going to introduce all of our spokespersons and the organizations and constituencies that they represent that are here today. A few of them will have brief remarks. Then together we'll take questions, and following that we ask the members of the media to speak with these leaders one-on-one so that you can have the unique perspectives of particular allies of Ohioans to stop executions. So present today with us up here are the following. And by the way, these are certainly not all of our allies, but here with us today are Reverend Rebecca Thomason, the Executive Director of the Ohio Council of Churches. Rabbi Nisha Zinko is here on behalf of Ohio's Jewish community. Also here is Cantor Jack Chomsky. Jim Tobin is here with the Catholic Conference of Ohio. Amanda White and Dan Clark. Raise your hand, please. You can see who you are with Faith and Public Life. Lashana Jamu is here. She co-chairs with Melinda Dawson, our board chair, Ohio Stop Executions Murder Victim Family Victim Services Project. Lisa Worm, you're right. Lisa, come on. Lisa is here with the American Civil Liberties Union of Ohio. Amnesty International is here. That's actually me. I serve as the State Death Penalty Abolition Coordinator for Amnesty International USA, in addition to my work with Ohio to stop executions. The Intercommunity Justice and Peace Center is here, Sister Andrea Coverman. Karen Lee is here with the League of Women Voters of Ohio. And Sybil McNabb arrived. Of course, the NAACP has long been a partner in this work with us. Betsy Johnson is here with the Treatment Advocacy Center, one of 10 Ohio mental health organizations leading us in the Ohio Alliance for the Mental Illness Exemption. She'll be sharing with us. Ohio Justice and Policy Center is here, Stephen Johnson Grove. Witness to Innocence, the national organization of people who've been wrongly sent to death row and exonerated, is represented here. Kwame Ajamu on the end here. He is one of 13 Ohio exonerees, 9 of whom were sentenced to death, and 4 more who faced the death penalty at trial and received a lesser sentence upon conviction before they were ultimately exonerated. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Charles Keith is on the board of directors of Ohioans to Stop Executions. He is the brother of Kevin Keith, who Governor Strickland commuted Kevin Keith's death sentence before he was executed, and now he is standing waiting for a ruling in Clark County? Crawford County, thank you. In Crawford County, whether or not he might have a new trial, Kevin Keith, because of the scandal at the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. So Charles will be able to speak with people about that. Anything else? I think I got it, right?